Morning. So basically I thought I'm going to start doing some recording on my sessions. Basically nothing major. I might just start doing a bit of vlog, so I'm just going to start getting some content and see where it goes really. I'm currently down at Raker Complex up near York, fishing on Kingfisher. I've never been here before. It's actually quite a nice little lake. There's what 16 pegs on here, I think, and we are New Year's Eve today. New Year's Eve, one last session of 2019, and every single peg has been taken. I got down here yesterday afternoon. Obviously, like I said, it was full. There were 2 pegs left. And I jumped in peg 5, which is that way, and it's a tiny little bay island, underarm chuck to the island. And it was essentially one down each margin, and then one flinged to the island, kind of scattering the boilies around it really, and 2 bags down the side. And nothing happened. It was cold last night, pretty nippy, and I woke up this morning and that whole corner just looked devoid of life. The sun was up and it was obviously over that side, and it's coming round now, and the swim that I'm in, obviously I'm in the shade, however the lake, where the rods are, the spots are, the sun's been on it all morning, and the bloke that actually left at the weekend, he had 3 or 4 fish, all 20s, so he's had a good session really. And he actually had one about 10:30 this morning, and it's now 10 to 2. The rods have been out for probably, I don't know, an hour. I've had quite a few liners, to be fair. Obviously it's clear skies, very sunny, quite fresh. I'd like to have the zigs on actually, to be fair. We're thinking about putting zigs on, but my mistake, I actually left my zig line for some reason. I don't know why it's not in there. It's pretty annoying. So I've got three spots, 1 to an island, which is just over there, and then 2 on the main island, and he's just come straight into my water. Like, that's ridiculous. Day ticket angry, lads and ladies. Yeah. He's not even reeling it in. Oh. Right, okay, whatever. I've put 5 spots on the 2 rods on the big island, and I've just got a little solid bag with crushed boilie crumb, crushed tiger boilie from Monster Tiger, from Dynamite, over on the small island. It's about 4 foot straight off that island, so fingers crossed on that one. The whole lake's about 5 foot deep. I'll show you the rigs later on, hopefully, if I manage to catch. They're just simple rigs, 2 simple PVA solid bag rigs, with wafters on, and then I've got a Ronnie on a helicopter, and then there's another liner. I'm not sure whether they're up in the water or not, I don't know. I've sunk the line, so I'm not sure. I'm getting a lot of single bleeps. Spod mix is simply just crushed Monster Tiger, some corn and some pellet, and loads of sweet tiger liquid. I only mixed up a little bit, probably a key and a half, nothing much. I've just put 5, like I said, 5 small spods out. I've not seen anything show the whole time I've been here. So I mean, there's not a lot to go off. There's no real weed, but it's quite a nice little complex for up in York. As if any of you are based up this way, there's not a lot to go at. Hence why I've sort of started venturing out and trying these little day tickets. I've normally been driving down to like linear Farlows. I've done alright over Farlows. Had a few fish out, haven't blanked so far. December, I've been down there twice, fish out both times. I preferred lake, I think, this year though. We'll be heading back to Manor, I think Manor Farm and linear. Having a few nice ones out there, and there's a few more that I want. So, that's happened this year. Let's head it round for it. so just a little bit of an update. It's about 3:10 now. It's clouded over now, which is good. It's got colder though, actually. The wind now has picked up quite a bit. It's blowing straight across the front of me, in towards the island, the little island that I showed you earlier. Sorry, chocolate orange left over from Christmas. It's another little liner again. Yeah, so it's blowing, like I said, it's blowing straight in. It's clouded over, and it does look a lot better now for a bite. So yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the next time I speak to you, we'll have one in the net. And if not, it's been a pretty hard session. Conditions have been against us, but it's looking alright now. Just hope we haven't gone and sat on the back of this wind, because if that's the case, I'm at the wrong end of the lake. I can't actually see down there anyway, because there's quite a few islands and you can't really see through. But time will tell. Right, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll speak to you again later on with another update, and hopefully we'll have something in the net for you. Hopefully not a bream, I don't want them. Right, I'll speak to you soon. Alright, so as I said, I'm just going to show you the swim now. Yeah, here it is. I'll bring it round for you. Let's have a look. So I've got one, like I said, just there, off that little island, and then you bring it round. Just zoom back out, you see a bit clearer. I've got one pretty much just there, about half a rod length off, and one off the overhanging willow with 5 spoms on each of them. But yeah, it's quite a nice. Oh, it's got a nice little lake. I mean, I imagine in the summer it's going to be a beautiful little lake. I think I'll definitely come back and give it a go in the summer. But here's one, the geezer's when he threw it, I'm not joking, no, it literally landed there, and he's fishing over there. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, so I've had a bit of a change of tack. What I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to put a bottom bait out. So I'll show you the rig. I'll show you the rig now. I'm just putting on the leg clip. So I've steamed it already baited. Got some patty on there. But essentially, all it is, I don't know if you can see that. It's essentially a noodle, really. One of the old Fox lead clip-on shots. You don't have to pitch it on. They're quite good actually. And a bit of putty up there. Simple lead clip, probably about 8 inches. And some tubing bent round. And then I'm just going to fish that on the heli, really. Fishing on the heli setup. So that's it, really, essentially. Yeah, I'm fishing it on that. I'm going to put a little bag on it. I've got the bead probably set 5 inches up. I brought in the lead earlier that was out, and it had a bit of clay on it, so I've got a nice drop, it's nice and clean. So I'm just going to lower that a little bit now to about there. Nice light lead. It's only a little chuck. It's only 11 wraps to the island out there. But that's essentially it. Little micro swivel holding it on in place. A little Monster Tiger red ammo and a corn stopper. So hopefully that's going to bring the business. Little change, might work, it might not. But I was on a solid bag with fake corn and it didn't seem to work. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just going to tie a little bag up now and I'll get that out. The middle rod I'm not even going to move. That went out all right. I was pretty happy with that. Like I said, 5 spawns over that. That's on a little Ronnie with a little yellow dynamite hit and run pop up on it. That had a little bag, PVA bag, so that's out there. I'm happy that's fishing. I am going to rechuck the right hand rod once I've done this rod. I think I'm going to put another solid bag, I think, on that little island, and I may scatter 20-30 boardies around it. I think I probably will, to be fair. I mean, the wind's blowing in there now. But yeah, putty wise, I've been using Gravity Duo. I think it's quite new. I'll get that in focus for you. Yeah, if you can see that. Turn it upside down. Yeah, right that way. Yeah, Gravity Duo. It's pretty good actually. Definitely recommend that. It's nice and tacky, nice and soft. And it sticks. It really does. It's pretty good. Hook wise, obviously I use BMG. So I've got the BMG stuff. Yeah, all my turtle tackle, 90% of it is BMG. It's pretty good. It's nice and cheap. The hooks are really sharp. If I'm fishing a bigger sort of harder water, I do give them a run over with a file. I like to make sure the razor sharp, but for here, they're sharp enough for here. There's nothing in there that I'm going to be absolutely gutted about if I lose it. Not that anyone wants to lose a fish anyway. I mean, you can use them straight out of the packet. It's something I like to do when I'm fishing, like for the bigger waters. Yeah, so cool. Right, I'm going to get that out now. Tie up a tiny little PVA bag of pellet, and I'm going to hit that on the spot because the light is fading fast. I'll see you shortly. Right, so I've just got back. from Raker Lakes at Kingfisher. I lost one this morning, which was pretty annoying, to be fair. I wouldn't have said it wasn't massive, but it was a fish. It did me to an aerator down the left hand side. I did me around that. Got it snagged up on first light this morning, which tells me bite time. And really, as far as I can go off, is early morning, dawn essentially. And then I had a nightmare as well. While I was wrapping that rod back up to get it out, literally as I was wrapping it up, the middle rod on the other end of the island, one of those one of the swans went straight across the front of my line, and on his tag, on his leg, caught up in my line. Obviously, it then decided to essentially run across the water with bringing my ring back, and as I was reeling it in, trying to get it off, got hooked around his leg. Oh, it was an absolute nightmare. Not what you want for first light in the morning on bite time, when the rods are essentially, they were 15-20 foot apart, if that. Yeah, it was real cold last night, real cold. A lot of frost on the ground this morning. Yeah, so I left a bit earlier than what I should have done. I could have stayed for a bit longer, but overall I'm really impressed with that little lake. I'm definitely going to go back. I think I'm going to try the margins. I think next time they're down the side of each. We'll get the old waders on, baiting pole, and go for that approach, I think, and bait through the trees, nice and tight. From speaking to other people down there, they don't seem to respond to big beds of bait. They do seem to respond to little bags, little tight compacted baits area just down the margins. From speaking to one of the blokes as I was leaving, he actually jumped in the swim that I was in, and so yeah, it's going to be a waders and baiting pole jobby, I think, on the next time I go down there. But yeah, the whole place is reasonably priced. I think it was 30 quid for 48 hours. Gravel track all the way around. The swims are nice and gravel. There's not loads of dirt down there, loads of mud if that puts you off. And it's otter fenced all the way around. The whole complex is otter fenced. There's also a runs water on there as well, I think. But yeah, nice cabin, flushable toilet. It's got pretty much everything you want. Running water as well, I believe. But yeah, I'm impressed with it, and I'll definitely be going back. I'm going to put up another vlog, more of a review in hopefully next week, 2 weeks or so. And my new bivvy, my old Tempest, is being retired, and I've got the new Cyprinus Typhoon coming. Okay, so I bought this, it's my own one. I've got the skull cap already, that's arrived, and I'm just going to give you a bit of a review on it, really. Yeah, I'll see what I think about it. Yeah, I've got it in camo as well, DPM camo Typhoon. Essentially it's a camouflage DPM Tempest, isn't it? Really, V2 Tempest, I think. But we'll see how it goes. So keep your eyes peeled for that one, and hopefully I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.